Okay, I'm just going to solve a couple of example problems here so you can kind of get the hang of finding the area of a triangle. So make sure that you have already watched the introduction to finding the area of a triangle so you know what the basic characteristics of a triangle are and how to find the area. But we know that to find the area of a triangle, we have a formula. So its area equals 1/2 base times height. When I'm using a new formula, I like to keep that formula written at the top of my page so that when I'm solving the problems, it's as easy as just plugging it in, and I don't make a mistake when I'm, writing the formula time after time without just looking at it. So I like to keep that at the top of my page. And I'm just going to draw a couple triangles, go through the steps of solving it. So let's say I have a triangle that looks like this, and I'm told that the base, which we're going to use this side for the base, is 3 feet. And the height, which we know has to meet the base at a 90-degree angle, is 10 feet. Okay, so the base is 3 feet, height is 10 feet. I look at my formula and I'm going to say, well, 1/2 is constant, base is 3, I'm going to input that, and height is 10. To solve this, I'm going to solve the interior first. And so 3 times 10 is 30. 1/2 times 30 is going to give me 15, and my units are feet. So base, find here, height you find here, solve your problem, and you get your answer. Let's do a few more. Let's say I have another triangle that looks like this. Okay, I'm using this side as my base, and I'm told that it's 11 meters. And I'm using this side as my height, and I'm told that it's 5 meters. So pretend that's a straight line. I didn't draw it very straight. So again, I'm looking up at my formula. 1/2 base is 11 meters times height, which is 5 meters. I input that, and then I solve. So 11 times 5 is 55. 1/2 times 55. Well, let me do that problem here because we know that 55 is not even, so it's not going to be a beautiful round number, but I can still solve this. So 1/2 of 55. Well, half is the same thing as dividing by 2. 2 goes into 5 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. When I subtract, I get left with 1. Bring down the other 5. 2 goes into 15 7 times. 7 times 2 is 14. I get left with 1. But now, when I write my answer, I don't write a remainder of 1. So I get an answer of 27, and it's 1 out of 2, or 1/2, and I'm going to write that as 0.5. So 27.5, my unit is meters, 27.5 meters. Let me do one more problem. Let's say I'm given a triangle that looks like this. Okay, we're using this side as the base, and it's 5 inches, and then this side will be the height, and it is 15 inches. Okay, so we know the drill at this point. 1/2 base, which is 5 inches, times height, which is 15 inches. As I go to solve this, 5 times 15 is going to give me, let's see, 15 times 5. We can solve that problem right here. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7, so 75. And 1/2 of 75. So we can do this in our head if we want. We know that half of 70 is 35. We know that half of 5 is 2.5. 35 plus 2.5 is 37.5. You can also just write a division problem. 75 divided by 2. You're going to get 37.5. And this is inches. So 37.5 inches is the area of our triangle.